I know many unskilled people doing this for a living, and many talented musicians that do it as a hobby whilst forced to have an ordinary job. Obviously, the problem is not their technique or their capabilities, but the way they see the world, the way they project themselves throughout the universe and in around their environment. So when does someone start to be a professional? When he starts making money, you will say. Wrong. Let's assume that I release an album today. Portals pay you 3 to 5 months later. Even if I make a world hit, there is no chance that I see money in my account before 6 months pass after the launch of the release, except from Bandcamp. So all these months I was not a professional, but the track was released. How can I not be a professional all this time? Professional you become the moment you decide to dispose yourself in a high purpose of what you believe in. So the biggest difference between you and a professional is that you haven't decided yet. You haven't gone all in. Let's talk about the details and the differences. The professional does not find excuses of his failures. The professional does not believe in bad luck, injustice, or conspiracy theories concerning his occupation. He accepts the situation as it is and does not believe in some kind of communistic ideology which usually implies that his problems or his failures are somebody else's fault. And here comes an important one. The pro does not make romantic claims. If you make romantic claims that you are doing it for the love of music or pretend that you don't care about the money, you are an amateur and you have no idea what you are saying. The pro takes money to be able to sustain himself and keep doing what he loves. And by taking them, he proves that he is a pro. How are you going to do what you love when you are getting paid by an entirely different occupation, and how much of a pro does that make you? We are musicians for the love of music, but money are essential. They are a tool. Use it like you use an effect. What's the most popular effect? Reverb. Use them as you use reverb, with sense, logic and purpose. And one final thing. The pro knows that he is no one special. The pro knows that his charted tracks was a stroke of luck in combination with hard work, efficiency and persistence. The pro does not believe that he is special or better than everyone else. He sees a good output as having a lucky day and not as having a miraculous talent that flows in his veins or a magic touch from God.